Live on YouTube. I'm actually about to go live on Twitch in a sec. So, yeah. Leave it chilling for a second. Use this restroom.
You got those videos, clips?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Just let me know. I'll try to resend them.
I'm late for you.
What?
I'm late for you.
What do you mean?
Nah, I was saying, was it late? I really on.
I really didn't get too much. We gave us some Z's, so I got to feel like open at my head.
Good, you good. I like them open, man. Get that like multicolor light picture. I know some people be looking through. All you gotta do is say yes. I want to talk about that.
You didn't try your race.
No, I was saying.
Having a hard digging out a shirt. All this, I'm like, having a thing.
I love your vulnerability.
Huh?
I love your vulnerability. I ain't live on YouTube right now.
Do what?
I ain't live on YouTube. You good? Go ahead. Sorry.
And,
You said no.
what that?
You said something about workout? More time, something like that?
5 times a day.
Well, you know what?
Vacation.
Damn.
Right. Hey, period. That's all. I hope it. Ooh. Ooh. What are you missing? You want to put your steak in there? I can put your steak in there. You just bust. What? That's what you're gonna
Go ahead and get some eggs. They're at Walmart. They still open.
Why you is? Why did you get all that? Oh, we do need this clean wipes. It's definitely 3 things.
What you mean? You said it's definitely a couple of what?
Some things that we need here.
Like right now?
At the holiday being Monday, though, they say things be pushed back, but you get yours tomorrow. Period.
Well, yeah, I didn't get an email saying that I would get in a different time, so.
All
Huh? You said Bill showed it?
Usually it shows like when the dates need to push back, it shows me on the billing page.
It did this
I'm
one?
saying that it doesn't be pushed back to Friday.
Okay.
Thursday, but
I mean, no matter what, we still good. We can go get stuff or whatever.
okay.
I ain't tweaking about that. I ain't tweaking, nigga. All right, so I'm gonna be talking about eternal life. Eternal life. What is eternal life, and is it real? And then also, do we have it? Do we have eternal life? All right. It's so delicious. It makes me feel alright. Yeah.
KTV mode. Chatting mode.
Mic check. All right, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Save room for my love. Save room for a moment to be with me. All right. Let me see. I got me some OJ, or no, pineapple juice rather. We about to have some fun. Let me get this stuff fixed up real quick. About to have some fun. Ooh. Let's have some fun, yo. All right. Yeah. Let's just talk about some fundamental kingdom-minded truths. And yeah, I like this, man. I went to a funeral. Well, not even a funeral. It was like a memorial. And one thing that I realized today was we do obviously remembering I'm in an energetic state, yo, and then I live inside of matter, but this is not so much that I live inside of matter, is that I control the matter that is alive. And this is what I want to say in light of that. Eternal life, when it comes to this physical soul that I function, if you will. When it comes to eternal life is when you know yourself and the substance that is life itself. You knowing yourself is understanding the consciousness that you are, in a sense, you are this energetic power or source of power that literally is wheeling around a skin suit. That's it. Just wheeling around a skin suit. And then when you wheel around this skin suit, you're doing it with your mind and your mind only. But it's not your physical mind, it's your consciousness. It's the power that works the mind. Because the mind is, in a sense, gives the directions to your central nervous system, which is your mind's compass. And so when the compass is pointing in this direction, you feel right. Or when it's pointing in that direction, you feel left, but it'll be your right. You feel right, and when it's pointing in this direction, you feel left. So now your physical somatic system knows exactly what direction to go into. Because what the compass is, that's your central, that's the mind. That's where the mind is saying go, right? Mind over matter. So it's like, boom, you all right, cool. You just thinking, and this is what you want your avatar to do, and it just does it. It just does it, and it's just this, like eternal life is a way of just doing. And it's not that you don't care about other people's space, opinions, or anything like that. Eternal life is just knowing you get to live in an age. Eternal is just age. You get to live in literally an age where all works according to you. But you just become aware of that shit. Just like everything works according to you. So now you have this thing called death, and then death is like this thing where you expect fucking funerals and shit like that. Like that's what you expect. But it's like, nah, that's so. But what you would think is if eternal life is the opposite of death, then you think that because eternal life is pretty much the opposite of death, it's like something that lives forever. Listen, eternal life is the ability to live. Death ain't real. Everything is a Passover. What we consider death is when an avatar is not functioning. That's not death. That's sleep. But we equate it to death because it comes with a sting. So what I say is, you don't have to sting no more. You don't have, and why don't you have to sting anymore? Because this ain't even salvation. This is a reminder. Salvation already came and happened. This is like nostalgia. It's like nostalgia for me. The reason why the fake death, whatever that is, the reason why it don't sting is because you, and like as in me, as in I have this ability to literally create my reality, how I want my reality to go according to how I'm willing to think it. And then after I think it, hold the faith of that perspective by not allowing myself to be so attached to the outcome of it taking place, but understand that I can now let it go because it was something that already took place. And because I know the feeling of it, I can remember the emotion that I felt and allow that to be my reality's frequency. I can stay in that energetic space all day long if I want to. It ain't about having to remember the thought of what I was visualizing that put me in an energetic state to bring that reality to me. It's about remembering why I felt the way I felt and remembering the feeling of why I felt what I felt and carrying that feeling along throughout my day, regardless of how high the waters may be or how hot the hell may be. Can I hold faith of that emotion and still remain regardless of what happens outwardly? Because at the end of the day, you only gonna live out what you think and feel. If you got the courage to act with wisdom, you literally only gonna think and feel and then start living out what the fuck you thought and felt. You can't make it up. That's how life works. Again, we're not afraid of death because death ain't real. We're afraid of a sting. That's I ain't gonna lie, like if you take a poll you just be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I am like they gonna let you know, bro. I ain't really, it's really just how you go out. But it doesn't have to be something that like stings, because it only stings for people that don't know that they are creators. Damn. And the crazy part, it ain't death, it's life. Life is stinging because you don't know how to live it according to your will. Damn. Fifth flight. Lock in, twin. I'm locked, bro. I'm locked and loaded. That's like that's the closing case to what life really is. Life that comes from a mind that does not know itself will sting. Life that's coming from someone that does a mind that does not know itself and that does not remember itself. It will sting. It will. It's gonna sting, yo. But when you know who you are, and the one whom you are as the one who was sent to be the visible image of the one you are invisible, life cannot sting. It now becomes something of a new age that speaks to you, and at every command that you give back to yourself, it comes back to you. Everything you loose inside your imagination, your mind to feel, it comes back to you on earth. What you loose up there, you loose on earth. Loose is me. The only thing loose means is to experience. Loose means to experience. What you experience in your mind, you will experience on earth. Maya Muramamaka. That's the whole gist of what life is. It's no such thing as death, because death don't exist. Life does, but we call it death when it stings. Morapa. Shit.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
Life does not have to sting. For us to stop calling it death, what has to happen is you get the knowledge, you will stop destruction. The knowledge is you knowing who you are. You knowing who you are will only just be the remembrance that is already in you already. Like, dude, you already know who you are. Just remember. Once you remember, understand, like, if energy can't die, then it can only be transformed into something new again. And the truth is, you can create whatever you want to create to experience for yourself. So why would you create anything that will sting you? You wouldn't create nothing like that. I mean, would you? Would you? Would you? Hell no, I'm not creating nothing of that. I mean, no. Hell to the no. You know why? Because I enjoy innocence, I enjoy peace, I enjoy joy. So it's like, dude, it don't bring me joy to create a reality for myself that's going to cause me to hurt, that's going to cause me to sting, that's going to cause me to be frustrated, depressed, stressed out. I wouldn't create that. You know why I wouldn't want to create that? Because I wouldn't want to not know myself enough to not create that, or not be disciplined enough to see how my outer reality is going and understand that I don't like it. So why do I continue in this loop of a thinking that's producing what I don't want or prefer or to experience that may sting me to an illusion of death? Oh, man, yeah, shut the fuck. What is eternal life? Eternal just means age. Life is your ability to be eternally creative. in the age of creation. Age is just your ability to exist here in the present time. There's no such, like, that's what an age is. An age is a moment, bro. An age is a memory. An age is a genetic form of energy taking place through the creativity of how you existing in that energy, how you desire to be within that space that now exists because you call yourself to it. So yeah, if some shit stinging, you called yourself there. You know, like, I used to do that shit back in the days, like, oh God. Jesus Christ. I mean, I just did that shit earlier when we was playing the game. Jesus Christ, bro, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, like, but that's the thing, like, if I ever had the ability to hold myself accountable to some shit, I'd probably be just saying Quentin all day. Quentin. It's like, come on, bro. Like, your reality is only coming from you anyway. So to me, I was like, yo, you know, dude, death only can exist to something that believes in pain. It's like, yo, well, pain is something that we all going to experience. Pain is something that we all must experience. Pain is how we grow. Darkness is how we grow. We all must experience it. I'm not saying that you're not going to experience it, but don't put that shit on me to experience, because I don't have to experience that shit. You know, like, let's just call darkness what the fuck it is. It ain't light. If light cast out darkness, it ain't light. There is some form of awareness to light. Just like there's a form of ignorance to darkness. But dude, listen. This is what, let me just put this shit like this, yo. Fuck. So we can like put this shit to bed, bro. It already sleep though. It's like, you know, you gotta tuck some shit in just cause. I'm like, bro. You didn't tuck me in. Dude, to be ignorant is to not know. Say that shit again. You know, because sometimes you just gotta feel this shit. Like I want y'all, if you watching this shit, I want you to say this shit out loud, please, because you want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? You want this shit to come out of your fucking throat chakra, and you want that shit to go back into your ear through vibration to reach your mind, for your mind to send this vibration down to your heart chakra so that you can feel this and somatically know the truth as wisdom while walking it out instinctively. Like, seriously, bro. Ignorance is what you do not know. Can you know something and it not be on your mind at that very moment? Yes. Can you know something and because it's not on your mind at that very moment, you are not aware of it? You ever watched a movie? Whoever watched a movie, no, you know, it's primarily music. Who's ever listened to a song and you like that song, you know the artist and the whole nine, and then one day out of the blue, you was like talking to somebody, he's like, man, it was a song, man, that I was listening to, and you like, what's that song? It was like, it go like, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. And you like, oh, bro, I know that song. Ah, it's right there at the tip of my what? It's right there. Bro, I know exactly who you're talking about. Have you not done that? I mean, you hear this shit, bro. What's that? It's right there. Oh my God, bro. Dang, bro. What is it? What is it? Look at him over there just struggling with this shit. It's like he don't even. I know he know it. He gotta fucking know it. If he don't know, who the fuck is he? Like, he really don't know. Let me go ahead and open him again. Is it like bad something? Bad, yes, bad. Bad Mama Jama, no. What the fuck you talking about? Bad Mama Jama? Oh my gosh. Oh man, see if I say it, then he gonna really get it. So let me just say it. It's like bad bone. Oh yes, bad to the bone. Yeah, here you go. There you go. You got it. You got it, Gary. You better believe it. No, he ain't get shit. Like that's how that should be though, bro. But that happens all the time. That has happened all the time. It's not that you don't know the song. It's that it wasn't on your mind enough for you to be aware of it right then and there. Ignorance is darkness. To be dark is to be ignorant. To be light is to be aware. See, but listen, Quincy. This is why I don't like the word light, because it's like light don't really expound on the emotional aspect of the human race. How don't it? You tell me, enlighten me on some shit. Because that's why so many people be like, no, I'm light, but I'm also dark because of my emotions. No, the fuck. Do you know what it means to be dark? To be dark means I ain't God, bro. God is all knowing. It ain't nothing that God don't know. You God. Especially for men and women, men that call themselves God and women that call themselves goddesses. Don't call yourself God or goddess if you're dark. God is all-knowing, not sometimes knowing. Do we know what we're saying, or are we being fake? Are we just going along with the crowd? Are we not being authentic ourselves? More Ramayata. Well, what's the opposite of light? What the fuck? Turn the light out. You will see. It's dark. And what happens when the light is on? Well, I mean, I'm aware of what's in the room. Did you know what was in the fucking room when the light turned off? Well, yeah, I know what was in the room because I bought everything. Nigga, I didn't ask you all that. Did you know what was in the room when the light was on? Yes. Did you know what was in the room when the light went off? Yes. Say it again. Say it like that again. I'm sorry. Did you know what was in the room when the lights were off? Yes. Were you aware of how close you were to the shit that you bought that was in the room when the lights were on? Yes. Were you aware of how close your ass was to that table when you was walking when the lights was off? Pitch black. No. Does that mean you're ignorant? No. That means you're just not aware. You know what's there. Sometimes we're not aware of how close we are to our own selves being God. Because we're taking on an illusion that we think we don't know. We do know, bro. We just not aware of the all we know all the time. You know, like I be forgetting sometimes, bro, because That shit don't be on my mind all the time, man. I'm just be real, bro. I just be forgetting sometimes, like, bro. I just forgot. Damn, but ain't that like being able to be light and dark at the same time? Is that you have the ability to forget? Not really, bro, because yo forget don't mean you don't know. Forget don't mean you don't know. It just means you forgot what you know. That just means you ain't aware. Not aware don't mean dark, because not aware don't it's not ignorance. I'm just unaware. Ignorant is I don't know, bro. Ignorance causes anxiety. It's like don't buy into the illusion that you don't know, bro. You know all things. Literally. You just know, bro. You know. Live in the gnosis, bro. Live in the gnosis. You're not dark. You know. You are light. It's like you are light, yo. Your emotions ain't dark. You can just be unaware of something. You can't even fucking, dude, oh, man, the tongue is right there on the tip of my damn tongue, cuz. Well, when you remember it, then acknowledge it. You can't acknowledge what you fucking don't remember, because if you don't remember it, even though you know it, how's it coming up and out? My money got die. That's just not happening, bro. That's not even realistic. But to say, like, you know, like I saw somebody ask that question the other day, like, can light and darkness exist simultaneously at the same time, like inside someone or in the same household, whatever? I don't know. No, the fuck. I get why they were saying it. They were saying it like, well, we don't know everything. That's exactly how fucking darkness creeps into a mind. The highest form of fucking ignorance is I don't want to know me. That's the highest form of ignorance, is when you tell yourself you don't want to know you. What you saying when you say that? I'm going to refuse the fact that I'm God and I'm all-knowing. That's darkness. But as long as we understand the difference of what darkness is, we can understand where eternal life comes into play. And listen, someone's like, hey, well, can you ever really be dark? Hell to the no. And even when you try to be dark, you can't be dark because your ass ain't dark enough to be dark. You're not dark. You're light. You already God. So it's too late for you to be dark because you already know. It's like, hey, can I untruth myself? No, not really. You can only reject truth, bro. You are truth. So look, when your eyes see the truth about something, you think you can unsee what the fuck you saw? No, you never gonna be able to do that. You're gonna have to live with the fucking conviction of your own heart, because you understand something as a truth to you. Not because it's right, because you resonate with it. Because that's how you think, that's how you feel, and that's how you operate. So whatever you think, feel, and operate on is gonna be your truth, whether or not it is something that is of your highest excitement to experience or not. But at the end of the day, if you resonate with it, it's gonna be something you live out, whether you think that shit like or not. But at the end of the day, you never be dark, even when you choose to reject yourself in the highest form, which is ignorance of saying, I don't want to know me. You already know you enough to know you know who you are already to even say some shit like that. So it's like, bro. It's like the smartest guy saying, I don't want to be smart. God, bro, that's something some smart people would say. Like, bro. It's like a rich dude complaining about his day to a homeless guy. What? It's like, what are you doing? Like, we just gotta, I see that shit though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want us to just remember, like, eternal life is something that you take because you are aware. I can't grab something that I ain't aware of that's near me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got silverware in the house, but if I ain't aware that I'm gonna need some when I'm getting ready to eat, because I could be eating a sandwich, who knows? But if I ain't aware that I'm gonna need some when I'm going to go grab my plate, then it's just like, yo, I grabbed my plate, but I ain't grabbed some silverware because I wasn't aware that I needed it. I know I got some though. So I think we just gotta kind of like put some shit into perspective more when we are describing what we think we are. Cause sometimes we be going along with the wave, with this dark feminine shit. We go, cause you know, to be dark feminine, you'd have to be dark masculine first. And there ain't no such thing as dark light, bro. What the fuck, bro? It's really just no such. It's no such thing, bro. It's no such thing as dark light. There's earth light. That is just subjective reality being lived among yourself. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, like, it ain't no such thing as dark light, bro. It's light that you experience within yourself that you express without. At the end of the day, like, darkness can only be something that you think of that's real. And again, how can truth be truth in expressing itself as truth, as light, being aware of itself? How can all of that be fucking taking place and at the same time you ignorant, which is the opposite of awareness, awareness being light, which is the opposite of dark? How can you be both? You legitimately have to answer that fucking question without sounding like, you know, for real. You know, like, people have the freedom to think how they want to think, but you just can't make the mistake to, I mean, you can if you want. It ain't really no mistake to you, probably, but like, to really think that you don't know something is laughable because you'd have to be so aware of yourself to put yourself in such a trance enough to think you don't know something. That's how powerful you are. How powerful I am to really, I can literally put myself into fucking some amnesia to think that I don't know, bro. Even this idea that your memory can even be erased, but the fact that you can depend on your inner divine spirit to bring all things back to your awareness. Not your knowing, you're not bringing all things back to your knowledge. No, what the fuck? You're taking the knowing that you already know and have inside, and you're bringing the shit to your awareness, your beta state. My God, bro. You're bringing this shit to where you can see it. But you can't bring anything to your beta state when you claiming that you fucking dark. That you're claiming that you're ignorant. That's the biggest lie you can tell yourself. But then you fucking, like, we'll be fucking up here saying I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm dark. I'm feminine. I'm dark masculine. Oh my God. Like, and you complaining about how your life is. But you're not complete. But then you fight like hell to keep darkness alive. That shit don't make sense. It just do not make sense. You gotta pick and choose what the fuck you gonna serve. What you, as in who I am, gonna worship. What you gonna worship is the life you gonna live and experience. So you keep calling yourself dark and keep complaining about the shit you experiencing. You gonna have to see your mouth, your reaction, your thought, your emotion, your loop is gotta change with you. That's that shit that I had to remember. Like, bro, you that shit changed when you stopped thinking you was fucking dark, bro. You just light. That's it. You just light, bro. Ain't no such thing as darkness. A true alchemist knows that. An alchemist can literally turn the light the fuck off and still be aware enough knowing what the fuck it's doing while it's making clay. Cause listen, I can go to the bathroom without turning my light on and not stomp my foot on the corner of the fucking door or wall. I know I can do that. So these are just like some nostalgic reminders because the ignorance cannot produce life. It can only cause it to sting. And the more you choose darkness, you avoid a reality of what eternal life feels like apart from a sting. Because you can experience an eternal life with a sting. You really could. And you can experience one without one. There will be some that never will experience a funeral or memorial or anything like that because they understand that they create their reality. They understand that energy is the emotional altitude of what they put out or emit. You know, so you input the thinking, you output its emotion. And when you input eternal life, you output the expression or frequency of it. Eternal just means the age. What age? Whatever age you are now thinking. And if it's golden, from there, all you're thinking is things that work together for your good. So you never bothered by anything or any one of us out here. Because inside is where the shit is actually taking place to be projected out here. Some of us may be tripping about an ending of an old fucking play, not like forgetting literally that the new play is we just fucking got done creating. We just wrapping this old shit up. Don't worry about shit, bro. Just keep living, you know, keep thinking what excites you. And from there, like, shit, the shit that don't excite you that you experiencing, it's gonna be easy to let that shit go. And it's not gonna be because of somebody else. It's gonna be because your ass is understanding who you are and what you emit. When you input light, you output its emotional frequency, expression. When you input willful darkness or ignorance, let's say what it is, darkness is ignorance, and it's not a divine feminine essence whatsoever, because for it to be that, then emotions does not have intelligence in it. You cannot have empathy if you are ignorant or dark. Because emotions have an intelligence. Intelligence is awareness. You have an emotional intelligence, which is empathy. You can't have compassion if you don't have emotional intelligence. If you don't even have emotional intelligence, you won't express yourself. That's feminine energy. That's feminine qualities. Empathy. You're not being feminine. You're not even being masculine if you're dark. You're being inauthentic, fake. You're being something that's not real. And although we are high technology, damn. I remember them days, bro. yeah, I'm like, yo, bro, you not being real, bro. If you not being your true self, not being masculine, not being feminine at the same time. Like, but that should start with how you think about you. Do you think you light or do you think you dark? Because that's what eternal life is how you think yourself in the light of who you are or in the illusion of darkness of what you're not. So eternal life, is it real? Of course it's real because it's the age that you're going to give yourself as you think yourself. So remember, your eternal life depends on you. Peace.